Mama said there be days like this. Mama said gotta make a way out of no way. If I pray, hold on, wait a minute. When I bow my head, do I say it like this? Hey, life is like a box of them chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. But I done some things and then I had regrets. I mean, they say I'm blessed.
Today I am 36 weeks and 4 days. And I'm crying because reality just hit that, I'm about to give birth to my daughter soon. My son is 6 years old. Me and the father are not together. And we're barely friends. And yesterday I had my appointment, and my midwife asked me, hey, do you have backup support? Because my transportation to the birthing center that I'm going to is going to be based on my children's father. I don't have a car of my own, and he's a truck driver. He works night shift. By her saying that to me and having the very limited amount of friends that I have and support around me, it just hit like, wow, I never even thought of a backup plan. This is his first daughter and his last kid with me. Reality's hitting that this is what it is, Even with my child's father present, I still feel alone. We don't like each other. It is what it is. It's been a long 6 years. And, there comes a time where you have to put yourself first. That means your happiness needs to be put first over your children. Not saying your children's happiness isn't a priority, but I feel like the mother's happiness is foundation of your children's happiness. The mother needs to be mentally and emotionally okay in order to provide for her kids in the most efficient way. I try to do stuff, play house for my son, for him to see me and the father around each other. It's very, very dysfunctional, and just there's no love there. We're each other's first when it comes to bringing life into this world. We're not in love, and we haven't been in love for a very long time. I had to make decisions in the past where I went against myself, and I did things. I made decisions that I felt that were necessary at the time. And it was hard. People say time heals all. When you go through something physically and emotionally, psychologically and mentally, all those things take place, and something being removed from you physically, no matter how short or long it is, there's a connection there. Once you find out that news that something is there and it's removed from your life. So, as I said, I've been pregnant 4 times, counting this time, and I have 2 children to show for it. So that says a lot right there. And I prayed to God and I asked Yahweh, I said, Yahweh, each time I went alone because I wanted to be alone. I chose to be alone. It was that toxic where I wanted to be alone. I didn't want the company of somebody that I couldn't stand to be around during those procedures. So I got them done. Each time I didn't want to do it, but I did it off of the strength of, I was not happy and I didn't feel like I wanted to bring children knowingly in something so toxic, And I know how sad, how horrible it may sound to people who are against abortions, but you know what? You can't judge somebody until you actually been in that predicament, where it's toxic and you feel like your only way out is to save your children in another way, in a way that you would never think. I remember growing up and you would hear about abortions. This is when you don't even have kids. It's always the most judgmental people who judge, who never been in the situation themselves. So, about people who would have abortions. How dare they do this, that's so wrong, how you going to take a life? etc., etc. It's easy to say you could have wore a condom, you could have protected yourself, you could have used abstinence, but things happen, and I feel like everybody has their choice, and their choice is theirs. How they choose to go about handling things, at the end of the day, they have to answer to God, not you. So you're in no place to judge them or shame them or make them feel bad. I mean, they already feel bad enough, trust me. They don't need you to make them feel worse. The way I was, criticizing women before I ever got pregnant, the way I criticize women who I knew got an abortion, I'm eating I'm eating my words right now, cuz look at me now. It only takes one good time, and that one good time I got pregnant. And this time around, when I found out I was pregnant, I was both excited and devastated at the same time. My son loves his father, and that's everything to me, because I didn't have a father growing up, I was the only child for 13 years. So I know what it's like to be lonely. And for so long, my son would say, he would be jealous of kids who have siblings, just like I did. He felt the same way I did growing up, like, being jealous of the people who have siblings, and they can argue and fight with their siblings. Oh, I can't stand my sister. Oh, she's always wearing my clothes, or the boys are always fighting, the annoyance to somebody else is like, man, for somebody who's an only child, it's like, oh my God, I wish I had that. To see my son all these years, to be around younger cousins and new babies come around, and how excited he would be. And then on the other hand, he's sad because he feels alone. And so many times you'll say, I wish I had somebody to play with. Mom, yeah, Dad, y'all play with me, but it's not really enough. And so once I found out I was pregnant this year, I had an excitement in my heart, and I was just happy because I thought about my son. First, I thought about my son, like, wow, he's about to be a sibling. He's about to get everything he always wanted. And me, I'm providing something for him that I always wanted for myself. Closer in age, not 13 years apart. And then I thought to myself, once I made those two decisions in the past, I went into a deep depression, and I didn't forgive myself. For a very long time, I hated myself. I wasn't happy. And I asked Yahweh, I would pray to Yahweh, I say, God, please forgive me. I'm not perfect. You know me more than anybody else. You see everything. You know my heart, and you know my circumstances, and you know why I made the decisions that I made. Please forgive me. There's not a day that goes by that I don't think about the things that I did. And I ask you, God, please, if you can just, if I ever get pregnant again, because I felt as if, after you do something like that, after you take life, I felt like I was going to get punished and never be able to have kids ever again. And I asked you, I repented. I asked you, I said, Yahweh, please forgive me. And if you allow me to ever get pregnant again, I'm going to take that as you forgive me and you give me another shot at life. That you don't hate me like the way I feel like I hate myself. And when I found out I was pregnant, that's the second thought that came to my mind, besides the happiness for my son. It says, God forgave me. When you're giving birth, you want to be happy. You want to be sharing those moments in love and happiness, and with the support you need, not distance and texting here and there once in a blue, or you guys always bickering and arguing, and every time you see each other, you just can't stand each other and you want to get away from each other. It shouldn't be like that. So that's where my devastation comes, where I get sad. You'll go on YouTube and you'll see people documenting through video all the happiness and the glitz and glams of it. And I feel like you don't get videos much like this, because people are ashamed or they're too embarrassed to talk about it. But listen, this is what it is. Everybody don't always have, you can have support physically. Somebody could be, I'm the type of person that could be in a room with a lot of people, but I will still feel alone. And that's how I feel. I feel like I can have somebody there present with me physically, but I don't feel like I'm going to have the support I need emotionally, mentally, psychologically, emotionally. I don't think I'm going to have that support that I feel that I deserve, that I feel that I need. So that saddens me. It is what it is. And the second part of my life is going to be amazing. I'm going to be in control of it. I'm going to be happy because I'm aiming, and that's what I'm claiming for. I'm going to heal myself. I'm going to take time to take care of my children, and I'm going to heal myself so that I'm happy, so I can attract the energy that I deserve to be around me. Like I said, back to the criticizing something that you don't know nothing about. Oh, this girl got mad multiple baby fathers. Yo, wow, look at her. She got more than one baby daddy. Mind your business, because you know what? Sometimes men, sometimes women are brought into your life to teach you a lesson. I have beautiful moments and I have very shitty moments. But I'm at that stage in life where I'm not as toxic, or not as toxic as we once were when we were younger, but we're just at a point where we can't stand each other, so it's just as toxic. Once I do what I got to do and heal myself, I'm going to take time for myself, because so many times, when you're in relationships, you quick to jump into another relationship without healing. You just jumping in and out of toxic relationship. I ain't got time for that. I need time to heal. I want to be take time out for just me and my children to be happy. I'm not going to have another video like this where I'm waking up during my during my third trimester crying about how I feel inadequate of support, or drained just thinking about certain stuff. Nah, it's going to be so much better. And I'm video cameraing this because, like I said, you go on YouTube and you don't see nobody being blatantly honest about, the situations that can occur when you don't have that support, or everything's not all glitz and glam, because it's not. I can't be the only one in the world who feels this way, who's going through this type of situation. Nah, I'm not the only one, but I'm the only one who has the courage to post it and acknowledge it and admit it. Everything ain't what it seems, and what it seems ain't always what it is. This is your girl Ocean, and I just wanted to share that with you guys. I'm about to go take a shower and pray and cry in there like I normally do, while my son's sleeping, can't hear me, and just talk to the Most High and tell him how I'm feeling. Well, I just vented to you. Basically, I just vented to him. He already knew what was up. But, cry, let it out. Don't suppress your feelings. Me shedding those tears before I got on this video, I feel so much better now. You know how, it's not even 8 o'clock in the morning yet. If I would have not cried and I would have just held all that emotion in, I probably would have ruined my day just thinking about it. You don't want to harp on anything negative. You don't want to keep thinking or dwelling on anything negative. So everything needs to be positive. We are alchemists. We need to keep practicing alchemy, which means basically seeing the bright of everything dark, seeing the light of everything dark, turning your negatives into positives. Try to change the energy so that you're in a better vibration, better frequency. It's too early to be sad. Yes, I cried, but those aren't sad tears. Those are more healing tears. Those are tears of healing. That's the way I heal myself, because Lord knows if I walk around here with everything pent up, because I don't want to talk to nobody. Physically, I don't want to talk. I don't want to share any how I feel or what I'm going through with anybody physically. But I can do it virtually. I can talk to you guys about how I feel because you guys are my family. You guys are my extended family. That's how I look at you. That's how I want you to look at me. And I want to keep it real. I want to keep it a buck, you know. To get my day started, what you hear in the background is YouTube videos. I was watching birthing videos, so you hear a baby in the background. That's what it is. I think that's what got me in my emotions. Watching the videos of birthing couples and seeing how happy and supportive they are, and seeing how basically comparing my situation with theirs and seeing how different it is. I think that's what made me sad. Seeing that, it got me in my feelings a little bit, but I felt like it was necessary, because if I didn't see that video, I would not be video cameraing this right now, because it has brought me to the realization that people don't document they only document the brighter side of things. They never document the things that might seem embarrassing, or it's not as conventional. I'm not a conventional person. I'm a very out of the box person. I don't like to, I like to be very transparent with everything, Don't just document the good, document the black and white and the grays in between. And this is the grays in between that just goes unnoticed and unheard. And I want to be the one who puts that out there, like, sis, niece, baby girl, cousin, you are not alone. Don't ever think you're alone. Even when you feel alone, know that you're not alone. You have so much protection around you. You have so many people who love you and care about you. Even the support that you can't see, that goes unseen. You have angels around you. You have your ancestors around you. And you have Yahweh, God, the Almighty. You have the universe. You have the stars and the moon and the sun shining on you. Like you're alone, and I don't want you to feel like you have to hide for validation of anybody else. What you do is what's best for you. What you do is not going to affect nobody else except for those around you. And sometimes you have to make decisions that's very hard, but you have to deal with that. And that's all that matters. Not what everybody else thinks, or what everybody else do, or how they gonna judge you. Listen, who are you to judge me? It's always the people who have buried, skeletons and all types of stuff in their closet, who want to expose you on. Who are you to judge at the end of the day? You don't judge nobody. Humble yourself. The tables can turn, and you can be right in that same predicament. And I learned that, and now I just close my mouth. I have a better understanding of why women go through the certain things they go through. I understand that some things you go through is a test. God is testing you, and if you get through it, you pass the test. The marathon still continues. You will be past the baton to go to the next round, the next level. That's where I'm at right now. I'm very blessed, because you don't depend on nobody else to give you happiness. Once you're happy with yourself, no matter what energy vampire is around you, you keep that for yourself and you protect it. You hear? So I'm excited, but I'm nervous at the same time. I'm not even gonna hold you, but I'm ready. I'm ready to meet my princess. I love her so much. I never loved somebody that I never met so much. Like, I love her so much. I'll do anything for her and my son. They are the reason why I'm going to keep going and doing what I got to do. They are making me a better mother. They're giving me a chance to be the mother and the grandmother that I've never had. And that makes me happy, to be able to change my children's life based on them changing my life. And I know whatever it is I'm not prepared for, God got me. I just wanted to get up here and talk to y'all. I want you guys to have a blessed day. Stay positive. Everything's going to be okay. It's New Year's Eve, I believe it is today. It's New Year's Eve today. And this is how I'm bringing my year in, with a positive mind state, a better outlook. I'm going to have peace this year. I'm claiming it. I'm going to do whatever it is to keep my peace and maintain my peace and grab my peace and protect it. I look at the year 2020, wow. It's going to be a year to remember for me. I never had a year so monumental in my life. I never learned so much in my life until the year of 2020. 2020 was about 2020 vision, seeing everything for what it is. The veil lifting, things coming to light and taking it for what it is. Not sugarcoating anything and everything being exposed, and I appreciate it all. 2020 was horrible for some, but it was a blessing for me in so many ways. So many ways. I was able to homeschool my son. I always wanted that. I was able to homeschool my son. I learned so much, man. 2020 was amazing. My princess is about to be here. 2020 is ending a chapter for me, and 2021 is opening a whole new book for me. A whole new book, and I'm so excited, and I'm going to keep you guys tuned in. And I want to thank you guys for rocking with me, and I want you guys to come back because we got a lot to talk about. If any of this, what I said in this video, resonates with you, if you have any type of similar situations or you've experienced anything similar to this, I would like for you to comment on the bottom and just politic with your sis. Let's talk about it, because these are unconventional conversations nobody wants to talk about. It needs to be talked about because it is what it is. It's reality. Everything ain't glitz and glam, and you don't have to be ashamed of no decision you make if it's what's best for you. But just know, with every decision you make, there's consequences behind every action. What people do is their karma, and how you react is yours. And I keep contact with the Most High, so He knows before I even tell Him why I do what I do. And He forgives me every time, and I thank Him every day. Thank you for not leaving my side. I know I'm not perfect. Thank you for never stop working on me. I know I'm not perfect. Please forgive me. Don't leave my side. Thank you for loving me unconditionally through all of your disapproval. Thank you for loving me no matter what. Thank you for being by my side and protecting me and guiding me. Thank you for your guidance. He never left my side, and He's still here. And He's going to be here for you as well. I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon, okay? Have a blessed one.
Say it with me. We gon' make it out, chill. We gon' make it out. We gon' make it out, chill. We gon' make it out. Ha. We gon' make it out, chill. We gon' make it out. Ha. We gon' make it out, chill. We gon' make it. We gon' make it.